Hey guys, good afternoon. And my name is Austin. I'll just jump right into it. This was my service project for the city of Portsmouth. Well, I love aviation, and undoubtedly I'll be in aviation. It was pretty hard to do a community service project related to aviation. So the next best thing is to get some fellow aviators with me to do a service project of any kind. So what we did was we fed a bunch of people in the city of Portsmouth. Sorry for the bad picture quality. This was us cooking food, sauteing a ton of vegetables. The idea was to, and still is, feed people and something a little more quality than buying a bunch of burgers from McDonald's or something. And so I also believe, I'll pause here, that for an act of service, it really helps if there's a little bit of sacrifice. It's too easy to give something to anybody and not feel anything about it, because one way or the other, it's just indifference. But sacrificing a little bit, I spent a little bit of money, spent some time, obviously developed this idea and handled some logistics and driving around and communicating with a lot of people. So anyway, suffice it to say that I believe that there was a little bit of sacrifice that was involved, and very happy about it. So I got some friends, coworkers, and other strangers together, and it ended up only being 3 people, myself included, and my dog. People had some last minute obligations that popped up, and there were scheduling conflicts, and there was like personal things for others. So definitely flexibility is key. Communication and flexibility, which I learned a lot, and I plan on implementing this monthly, if not maybe every other week. It really wasn't hard. It was a pretty easy lift. It just took a little bit of just leadership. So the communication, the positivity, the flexibility, all of it. And I feel like once things are kind of streamlined with your volunteers, my volunteers that will want to participate on a weekly or monthly basis, as well as the process of getting the food. This time was just me going to the grocery store and buying a bunch of vegetables and chicken. You see me here on the grill, and we spilled some rice. So Jim cleaned it up for us. This was some of the packaged meals we were doing. So I know it's kind of hard to see, but basically it's just chicken, rice, and vegetables. While it doesn't look like there's a whole lot in these, it looks like there's a lot of empty space. I got containers that were a little too big because I'm not great with meal prep. I made it this long in life, and I'm still bad at it. So anyway, that was these are actually pretty good sized meals. Probably I would have stretched this into 2 meals for me personally, but that's how many we made. It was 15. We weren't sure about the logistics and how many people would be out, and then just really the meal prepping part. So 15 was a low bar we want to start with, and then in the future we're going to ramp it up because now we just do it to scale. And so there was an outcome. We got some people together. We meal prepped the day before, and then we cooked it all the morning of, and then we drove around and found a bunch of folks that were super happy, and they were just really nice and very thankful. And it was honestly a pleasure helping people out, because the smile, the thank you, the kind words, that's all it takes for us to be to come back and do it again without a second thought. It's the ones that are less grateful, or the instances where people are less grateful, those kind of stick with you and make it harder to come back. And as we've kind of read about and learned about, it's the negative aspects that stick with you more than the positive, as unfortunate as that is. Lessons learned is definitely communicate early as possible. Watch the weather. is a factor. People are not going to want to be outside, and it's going to be harder to deliver everything if it's raining and stormy and stuff. And it being wintertime, late winter, early spring for the area, it's kind of unpredictable, cold, windy, could be rainy. It was rainy the morning of and not when we were out, so that was great. Yeah, if I had to do this over again, I would definitely give more direction to folks and give a little more ownership so it's harder for people to back out. So not holding people captive, but if people have people counting on them, if somebody has other people counting on them, they're less likely to bail on a whim. That was probably one of the bigger ones. That's the end of the slideshow now. I really appreciate everyone tuning in, and yeah, hopefully you all have questions and I can help you out with doing something like this in the future.